Hello Pisces, thank you for tuning in. This is your general read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot by Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. For the supportive cards, I'm using the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Okay, good. I've already shuffled. I didn't do the other ones yet. Odd. So like this is coming, okay. Okay. Now for some reason I didn't shuffle these yet, which is strange because I usually do. Alright. I don't know, maybe we'll have another one after, but I'm not really feeling like we should pull a lot of those out. So, let's see how it goes. Alright, your overall energy is the 7 of Rods. Now, with this, I'm kind of feeling like you're struggling, but it's more of your own doing. Being a Pisces myself, I'm trying to figure out exactly what that means, because I feel like we might be stressing. It just feels like it's out of whack, but it's not. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Things feel like they're not on schedule, but they are. I feel like what we're doing is we have a certain schedule, like we want certain things done at a certain time. We're trying to stay on schedule. We want to be ahead of the game, but it seems not to be working out that way, yet we still get things done as necessary. So it's kind of feeling like being behind the 8 ball, but it's of our own doing. Like things don't have to be done that fast. Okay. Now, that being the overall energy for this time, I feel like a lot of this is like how we're perceiving things, which isn't always the case. But in this situation, I feel like we're seeing it like half full. We're having that moment. And I say we because I'm a Pisces too, which I've done. So maybe, which I've done that, so I don't know about you, but I've done that before. Because when we go in, one of the reasons we're having this viewpoint, though, we're going in as the Queen of Rods here. We want to get things done. As I always say, don't get caught up with the gender of the card, especially the general reads. But what I'm thinking, really feeling actually, is we're gung-ho. We want things done. We have a plan, we want it done, we want things set, we're looking to get things in order. Very optimistic and energized to do it. Go, go, go. And I feel like we are very active. It's just things aren't lining up the way we've decided we want them to happen. I feel like some of us have like a certain like order, and we're categorizing things in a certain way, like this gets done first, that, and it's just not going in order. Others of us, we need a little bit more of a break, and we need to take some more time for ourselves. And we're getting involved with people where there's some opportunities, social opportunities popping up, and we don't want to miss out because we're like, oh, this doesn't happen, you know, all year. This is just a good time. I don't want to miss out, you know what I mean? I want to enjoy life while I can enjoy life. So we do those things, but then it puts our schedule behind what we want it to be. But it's still good. It's like everything is still on. It's just we're not ahead, or it's not happening the way we originally wanted it to, so we're not really overly impressed with that. Now, again, I'm clicking into this, like I feel like there's like pop-up events, pop-up invitations. I feel like for the most part it's good things, but there are some less than pleasant things that keep popping up. The Wheel of Fortune, because I feel like this kind of drags for a little bit. I don't know if you're seeing that going. This is like going into the future. I don't know how it looks on camera. Going into the future, I feel like it's like left and right. Things are like opportunities, things got to be taken care of. Most of it good, some little things are annoyances. I feel like overall it's a lot of things that keep happening, but it's a lot of little things that are good and bad, here and there. The bad aren't really that bad. The good are definitely good, but like it's not like winning a new car, but it's still good, like you're happy about it. A lot of this stuff keeps happening, changing your schedule. And you're having fun, and everything, I really do feel like things are on point, or what needs to be is at least. Anything that falls through the cracks, I feel like it's like maybe you have little extra things you'd like to do, but you have to like sacrifice or not do right now. And you're not really over the moon about that, but still you're enjoying life. It's not a bad thing, it's just not on schedule for what we want. Yes, okay. Now the environment. I don't feel like the environment is out of the norm. You have one card that seems to drag through this whole time. That's the Hierophant. I feel like things are going along like they normally would. Normal cycles. Like if this time of year, maybe you're doing a lot of barbecues or get-togethers, or there's certain things that usually happen at this time of year from you. Like this is normal. You're not seeing this out of the norm in any sense. People are doing, it's the same, it seems like the same old. Like nothing is really popping out of the norm for you, well, for the environment. You might get invited to things you didn't expect to be, or people are throwing parties or something and they're just kind of like letting you know off the cuff, or maybe it's like it's a nice day out and they're like, we're having a barbecue, you should come on over, or something like that. But I don't feel like it's anything really out of the norm, if that makes sense. Like invitations seem to pop up. Maybe like something goes wrong with the car. I'm seeing a green van, where like the axle kind of, or like the struts. I don't know. That must be specific for somebody. Like, and that has, but it's like this always happens to my car. These roads are horrible. Blah blah blah. So it's things like that. They're not out of the norm. Like you're expecting these things to happen every now and then. Anyway, nothing really. I don't know if that makes sense. Like nothing that's like a car crash or nothing like that. Nothing like winning $1 million or anything like, nothing out of the norm. Nobody breaking up. Nothing weird like that. Just the norm, everyday stuff. As I drag on forever about. I feel like that's partly what's kind of like you kind of knew it though. It's just that more things happen at once than you expect. More of this Wheel of Fortune seems like it's one after the next. But it's good and bad, like one after the next, like invited to party after party. Also little issues with the car, things like that. Or maybe like the stove craps out and you're like, ugh, I have to get another stove for the love of Pete. Things like that. Just like, oh, the windows have to be fixed, or some, you know what I mean? Something that it's not really like, oh yeah, normal things I have to do in my life. But it seems like it's all happening all at once. Even though it's all normal stuff, it's just like, it all happens at once. Is that what we're trying to get at? Okay. It feels very hectic. It's not bad. Like, there's a couple annoyances, but it's nothing like, I don't feel like anything devastates you. You're just like, all this has to happen now. Like, right now? I guess? Alright. And it's just not like you have a choice. It's just either, like, go to the party or don't. You know, something happens to the car, you're like, well, I gotta fix the car, gotta get around. And you're like, well, I don't want to miss out on the party, so I'm gonna go to that. I'd love to do that. So it's all this stuff that's just happening now. It has to be handled now. And it's thrown off your schedule. It's just not to your liking. Okay, now what's going on here with the as we're leaving this time frame? Because I feel like it's just going into the same. I feel like what's going on here is as you come to the end of this time frame, everything is on point. Everything is secure. Everything that needs to be taken care of is. I feel like there's some extra stuff that you prefer to have done as well. Like if there's some hobbies you do, or if there was like maybe you wanted to go on a kayaking trip, or there's something on a weekend you wanted to do, you wanted to clean out a closet, or you wanted to like repaint some window frames, something like that. Stuff like that fell through the cracks, but it's stuff that always gets pushed off, and you're more annoyed. You're just like, I wanted to get that taken care of, but life happened and it just didn't happen. So I feel like this card here is saying that you got things done, because look at, there's the 3 down there. Like you got the 3 done, but that one cup that you didn't get to fill, you're like, that cup never gets filled, ever. And you're just kind of like, it's just going to drag on to the next section here. I'm just going to have to keep it in my to-do pile. And I feel like you're just annoyed because you're really optimistic about getting that taken care of, and it just didn't get taken care of. But it can go on a little longer. You're just kind of like, I'd really like that done. But The Four of Rods says everything is safe, everything's okay, there's nothing to be upset about. It's just you would have liked more things done than you did get done. Now, there's something about this that makes me wonder at the end here, because on the outside, like in your thoughts, you have the King of Cups and you have if you believe. Now this makes me feel like there's something you want. And there's somebody else you need. Whatever this is, I don't know if you need somebody's help or there's somebody you want to attract to your life, something like that, but you seem to think something would make this situation easier if you had some type of help. And they're telling me the help is there. The help is there. But there might be a hang-up to where you're not believing anybody's going to want to help you, or that person isn't available, or that person just hasn't shown up in your life yet. Something about it you're not open to. Either you don't believe anybody's going to want to help you, or you don't believe people will be able to help you. One of the two. Something like that. Something is missing. Like you have a preconceived notion like, well, nobody's going to want to do that. Who'd want to do that? Or, you know, I'm sure this person would like to help me, but they don't really do this job that well. For example, if it's like painting window frames, and you're just like, they really are not good at painting. But maybe they could hang out with you and they could help you do the labor part if they're willing to help you. Like they can help prepare, or maybe like clean up the windows and sand them down a little bit so you could paint them. Like I feel like there's help is there, and it can work out. It's just you gotta get around whatever the hang-up is, because I feel like there's some, either you don't believe they can help you or you don't believe people want to help you, and I believe both of those aren't really true. That there are people who want to help you and can help you, you just got to bring it in. There seems to be some mental block, like you're like, no, nobody's going to want to do that, or no, what I need from somebody, that's, I don't know anybody who can actually do that. I feel like it's actually around you, and it can work out. You might just have to like open your mind a little bit and just let yourself like daydream about it a little bit, and like how else could it work out type thing, and just like put out the feelers, like give it a shot. Because at the end you do have the moon, which weirdly enough, now when I see the moon, it comes through different ways. A lot of times people see it as a psychic card. A lot of times people see it as things aren't what they seem. I'm kind of seeing like getting what you want in this situation. Like if you really open up your mind and want that person to come towards you, or want that to happen, they're telling me your preconceived notion, like you could bring something forward here. Like it's kind of like psychic insight with not seeing something the way it really is. Like the moon is saying that it's there. It's there, it's just you're not seeing it. Just if you open up your mind and put it out there a little bit, you could end up getting what you want. I feel like it's some type of help for this stuff though. I feel like it's connected with this stuff that you're behind, and something that you wanted to get done that you didn't. Okay. That's very interesting. So the moon, in this sense, it says that you're not really seeing the possibility that it really is here. But if you just open your mind and put it out there, it kind of like a wish can be granted type the sense. Type that sense. In that type of sense. Wow. One day, no, I won't. I was going to say one day I'll be able to talk right, but it ain't never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Anything else with this? All right, I think that's it. All right, so I'm going to end the Pisces general read. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.